Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to basically go over a few books that I've been using and reading during quarantine or lockdown if you live in the UK. Obviously it's been a very strange time. Yeah, I think we're all a bit in shock, like we don't really know what's going on. So one of the books that I've been reading is, I've been reading this book, and this book helps with basically, so one of the things that I've been personally struggling with through lockdown is when to do everything. Is amazing. It's called The Power of When, and it's just like such a good book. It's by Michael Burris. It tells you about when is the right time. It basically helps you to figure out whether you're a morning person or not, whether you're someone who works best in the morning, and then tells you like what time basically you will start to, your energy will start to deplete. So then it tells you like, do tasks that are require more brain activity and more concentration in that time that's best for you, and then do tasks that are low energy tasks in the time where you're sort of depleted and you're not really feeling your most energetic. So it tells you about when is the right time to do certain activities that require the right amount of energy. So for example, for me it might be like, for you it might be something like high energy tasks is like working or doing some research for your business, or wanting to start up a business, so you're doing some research for it, and then low energy tasks might be something like doing your washing. So following on from that, definitely one of the other things that I've kind of been having like challenges with is time management. So I don't know if you know about this one. It's from the Harvard Business Review Press, and this book is amazing for anyone who isn't very good, doesn't really enjoy reading or doesn't really want to read per se, but knows that they have to get the knowledge from somewhere. Again, you can always use audiobooks, you can always use YouTube videos as a way of learning as well, but this one is great because it only requires 20 minutes. So even the people that say they don't have time to read, everybody has 20 minutes. You can spend that time in the bath, or you could be in the toilet. Do you know what I'm saying? You could easily read this book. It's very thin, but what they have in it is very concise, very accurate and straight to the point. So it's not all these pages and pages of you know, just nonsense. They get straight to the point and tell you what you want to know, so you can go on with what you want to do. Management I thought was really good because honestly, managing your time now is almost more difficult. You got more time, but it's almost like it's more difficult because there's so many other things that are distracting you. So like, you might be doing some work, but then you're like, no, I need to go make food. So you go make food, then you need to wash the dishes, then you need to like do your washing, then you're thinking, no, actually I need to do this, oh I need to buy this, I need to do this, blah blah. Everything is around you constantly, and distractions are just there. So you know, managing your time is really important. And obviously if you're trying to do more things, like you're trying to fit in your workout in the morning, you're trying to improve your food and your, you know, cooking skills, you're trying to like make sure your room's tidy, you're trying to be more organized, that requires better time management. So this book's amazing. This book here is really good. I think I've mentioned it before, but this was the first book I read, and once I read this I was obsessed with the rest of her books. Again, very easy to read, not too thick, nice like spread out, some sort of like visuals and points, and it kind of recaps what the chapter is about. So if you feel like you haven't really absorbed the information in that chapter, it will recap it again at the end. Obviously right now, the reason why this book is amazing is because right now there's not much positivity going on. Everything you watch on the news is negative. Everything's about being scared that you're going to get sick or you're going to get ill. It's like, you know, holidays have been cancelled, so all your summer plans have been cancelled, so that's disappointing. And disappointment can be hard to deal with, because at the end of the day it's like you just have to deal with the fact that you were going on holiday, now you're not. So how do you deal with that? You have to be positive, you have to have some sort of mindset, positive mindset about what's going on. You know, there's a lot of boredom going on, there's a lot of like non-productive activity, there's a lot of transition and change, and that can be hard to deal with as well. And also there is the element of struggle, because at the end of the day, when you're transitioning from one thing to another, it's always going to be a level of struggle. It's never going to be like, oh, I know what I'm doing. You don't always know what you're doing, so, or how to do things the best way straight away. It's just not. The last book is this one. It's again from Jill Hassan, and it's about mindfulness. And I've always known about positive thinking, but mindfulness was something that I didn't really grasp the concept of it, and I didn't really come across it until recently. But if you really want to master like mental strength and being more resilient to all this bull, negative people, negative situations, unfortunate circumstances, disappointment, you know, this is everyday stuff, and I don't think many people actually know how to deal with this stuff. They just accept it. What it's been helping me with is, one of the things I know about myself is that I always either worry about what's coming up before it happens, and before I saw it as like forward thinking, as a positive thing, but now I'm starting to see that sometimes thinking ahead, if it's something negative that hasn't happened yet, you'll worry about stuff that ain't happened yet, and all it does is causes anxiety and worry and stress. Training your brain to stop thinking about anxious things or worrying about things that haven't happened yet, and also stop worrying about what's happened in the past. So it's about teaching you to be mindful in the present moment and just enjoying life. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that helps you guys. One question to all you guys is, you know, what has been your biggest challenge during quarantine? What has been your biggest challenge during quarantine and lockdown? Let me know, guys, in the comments below. And if you like this type of video, subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this on mental strength. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.